Hi, Ron. We're back with another question for members. Ron,
Good.
what is your opinion of those individuals who are narcissistic, feel entitled to steal, lie, and deceive others for their own personal gain with no form of empathy or remorse? What will happen to those who will not change from this behavior?
Okay. There's some to me. There's some obvious fear involved in this question, as if you're going to have to live with somebody who is living their life as they feel that they want to or should do. Um, let's stay out of judgment. Okay. First of all, in my opinion, I don't think these people should uh, be narcissistic. I feel that they shouldn't be entitled to steal, lie, or deceive others for their own personal gain. Those are the kinds of people who are exhibiting um, behavior that's not consistent to where we're going, and they're going to have a very difficult time until they either change or they choose to not change, and their soul takes them to a different location for their third dimension activities. It's when this sort of thing takes place on a spiritual level, uh, we should never have a reason to judge other people for it. They're living their lives according to what they're supposed to do, and their purpose for life might be just to learn how to steal and see what it feels like. And then in their life review, they'll see the people that they hurt, and they're going to have some pretty tough times. Well, this is the karmic wheel of birth and rebirth. Um, if you want to get out of that, then you have to ask um, Yeshua to kind of help you through this, because you're doing stuff that's going to hold you back from going into the fifth dimension. And of course, if you don't understand that you're the one that's creating your fifth dimension, you think, oh, it's just there and I'm going to get to go there. That's not the way it works. You are the only one who creates the experiences of your life. If somebody else creates it, then that's their creation, not yours. But we don't understand the difference, and if we don't, then we're going to allow other people to be creating our lives, which doesn't mean that we're in charge. That doesn't mean that I have stewardship responsibility over my life because I follow other people's um, creations. Well, if I understand that I'm a child of God, the prime creator, and that my job, if you want to call it a job, my entitlement, whatever you want to call it, is to create. And there's no judgment on creation. You can create whatever you want. Some people start creating horses with humans' heads, and God says, that's those are cross species. That's not appropriate. So He kind of made a rule about that. But in the DUMBs, the channels, or in the underground tunnels, um, where the DUMBs, the deep underground military bases, where they're doing all of these experiences, the soldiers came out and they just couldn't believe what they had seen, and it was very traumatic because there's grotesque creations. Okay, so there's a law against that, but other than that, you can create what you want. That's your job, and free agency gives you that right to do that. And when free agency is given to you, there's no money punishment from God about what you create. The punishment will come from everything you do wrong is going to have to be righted in order for you to have a karmic balance. And so you're going to have to suffer for the justice that might have to happen to you because of what you have done. So, um, let's see. What will happen to those who will not change from this behavior? Um, you sound like you have a concern about people not changing, and it may be kind of a personal thing in your own family. The fact is that we do have families here, and we share, and we learn how to love, and we learn how to have patience with our brothers and sisters. And the process of third dimension is that you are in a place where you can have problems and overcome them and work through them. And it's the experiences of third dimension that is the value of what's going on. If you don't hurt somebody, then they have no ability to forgive. So it's an interactive thing. It's just the little angel that I forgot his name, who wrote Conversations with God. Yeah. Um, the little angel says, "Well, I'll volunteer to go down and hurt you so that you'll forgive, learn how to forgive. But I want you to remember that when I go down, I'm losing my higher light, my higher love. And it's very painful to do that, but I'll do that for you because I love you." Well, isn't that a wonderful thing? And if we really understood what that process is, we wouldn't be so judgmental. We wouldn't be so, well, what's going to happen to those people if they don't change? Let's let God be in charge of their lives. And their God in charge of their lives comes through their soul. And we've talked about the soul and the order of heaven, and the soul is your higher self, who is by inner direction getting you to where you're supposed to be at the right time for the experiences that you decided that this is your purpose for being here. So there's always a higher way of looking at things. And so when you say, well, where are they going to, I don't know. I'm not in charge of their lives, and I'm in charge of mine. And so I don't go to do things that would cause problems for me. It's not that I'm perfect as far as this earth is concerned. I'm perfect as far as God is concerned, because he doesn't create something that's not perfect, period, exclamation point. However, we put in judgment, and I believe that lowers our you're saying, well, what's going to happen to those people? Well, what's going to happen to you if you don't quit judging people? So I hope this helps. Let's let people have their own lives, and let's not worry about that, because that's worrying about what God's going to do. And there's no reason for us to do that. Just no reason. So I hope that answers your question.
Beautiful, Ron. Thank you for that. And we'll be right back with the next question.
Okay.